That's why they hit us with a Wells notice. SEC officials already Gillette until they notice. In the back of the court, we're just professional. We don't care, we got them already simple songs screaming out.
Heads post INC, post as we hold. Money stacking up, yeah, watch it explode. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto. For some reason, yo, they hating no heads.
It don't matter,
We got each other's back, now we can flex. Forget a market cap, heads could burn all of that. Already spinning in the.
Yo, welcome to the live stream. And we're going to get right into it because we just won. HEX just won against the SEC. And this is not completely, it's not definitive, right? But this is the first step and probably the most important step. And not only did the SEC just give up our case, right, against HEX, give up the case against Richard Hart, they actually dismissed it. It was about 30 pages of work that you can read online. You can go on X, and we're gonna show you this tonight. But I just want to celebrate tonight with a grand opening, and we're gonna talk about HEX every day. You know, whether whether we can get the word out effectively or not based on the algorithm, it doesn't matter, because the most important thing is that there is a crypto here that's ready to take over the world. It's already gave us a taste last cycle. A lot of people missed it, right? But you get another chance. And this win against the SEC right here is just to prove how we can align ourselves with the right hero, you know? So I'm Robbie Creates. Welcome to my stream where we talk HEX. We'll try to talk HEX nightly, you know? We're going to just feel good, feel the vibes. You know, I got a little music for you, y'all, that I might be playing, you know, in the background. But the point is that we're going to check on these prices and we're going to watch crypto all summer, me and the dog. And we're going to make sure that we keep you guys motivated, you stay focused, and you understand what's going on in crypto, right? Because yo, I had so many friends already gave up they sold out this week. It's crazy, yo. Like, it's crazy. I had some points to cover with y'all, but I'm gonna go straight into how, like, we need to talk about what happened this week. Like, the SEC gave up so many cases this week while the public gave up. It was crazy to watch this. You know, most friends that I know, they were like, yo, getting scared. Hey, why is this crypto experiencing an all-time low? Right? So it's at the point where it's like emotion, controlling emotion. What do you do with emotion? How long have you been in this crypto? What are you even in this crypto for? Are you even in this crypto because you believe in it, or are you just trying to make some quick money, a quick flip, right? So if you can understand at least some basis of what you're doing here, you can take some of that bluff out. So to give you some basis real quick, crypto is technology. And the only thing that we can do, stop up, sorry, my dog's, he's going crazy. The only thing that we can do with technology is try to understand it and see where it's going. So for you, those that don't know me, I'm Robbie Creates, right? I'm a full stack dev. I do work during the day for some advertising companies, and also I do work at night with my own business and a few other select individuals. And, you know, I also am a person who is sports driven, right? So I haven't just been, you know, I haven't been in the coding world just with my head in the clouds. You know, I have a holistic approach. At least I like to think I have a holistic approach with it, because, you know, I did come from a normal upbringing where I didn't realize code was a thing. And then as I got into college and I started exploring, and I was really into tech, really into to computers, I realized, like, you know, these things are created, right? Obviously, people create these things. How do you do it? And that started my journey a long, long time ago, you know. So long story short, you know, I built the ability to start coding, building applications, building websites. Now, you know, run websites, secure websites for companies. And then that translates into this next world where we talk about crypto. And the reason I bring that up is because that's just to give you the basis of where I'm coming from, so you know when I say that crypto is a part of this new technology, a part of this new stack, a part of this new internet. That's why it's important. this is why when someone like me says, "Yo, internet's changing," and then people be like, "Oh, what the fuck, bro? I don't care." This is why this is important specifically, because the whole infrastructure of the internet has changed, and crypto is a piece of that infrastructure. The reason that you can't destroy some cryptos that are built correctly is because it's a part of that infrastructure that's impenetrable, right? And I'm talking about the blockchain. The blockchain is this new technology, a new style of internet, if you want to think of it that way, an upgrade, right, to the internet where it's more secure. And because we have this more secure internet, we're going to be doing things that allows us to take advantage of the digital space now. You know, like as artists, you could always have your work copied multiple times over, and the person who actually has the best marketing ability gets to own your work, so to say, or get the most benefit off of it, right? But coming into this digital space with the blockchain, those things are secure and they're backed by data. I won't go too deep in it. I have plenty of videos on my channel if you want to dive into works about how this stuff actually works and the terminology. But the blockchain allows secure information now, all of a sudden, right? Now all of a sudden, Bitcoin's been here, but secure information, right? Now we can pass data, we can lock things away on the internet, and trust that it'll be impenetrable, right? That's a whole new way of thinking. It's a whole new world. So it's important to know that while we dive deep into these charts, I'm giving you this philosophy so you understand you have a holistic approach, right? You can't just, I mean, you do whatever you want, right? No financial advice, but you do whatever you want. But, you know, it's not wise to just fucking just to get in the chart, right? And or just get in the crypto, just buy anything because your friend said, yo, buy this thing right quick. Yo, that's what they call FOMO, right? So the point is that you want to have some kind of basis, some kind of sense of what things are, what they're doing, and what is the purpose. And I'm trying to give you that. And I'm going to be talking all night, whether people view this shit or not, where I'm just going to talk to them about this new internet phase that we're going into because, like, I can't afford to not talk about it because it's so important. That's what I feel like. So just dive in a little bit more into it before I show you the charts. We have to understand that since we've upgraded the internet, we're in this next phase, and I have more stuff, videos about this. Like, and it gives us a secure data now. We can do things on the internet. So think about what happened when we could secure information in the physical world, and we could secure money in the physical world with banks, so to say, or you locking your money away in a little chest and burying it in your backyard, whatever you got to do, right? But once you were able to start securing your information, it gets to the point where we can now monetize that. You can now use that and loan against it, take loans out on it, right? So the same thing happens in the digital space that happens in the physical space. In the physical space, you can do these CDs, right? You can give your money to the bank, and the bank will give you upwards to hopefully 2% back, over the year on your money, right? So there's other protocols where you can just invest in, stocks, or, you can do insurance or whatever you want to, whatever your game is. There's so many vehicles, which is what they call them, that you can use to make more money with your money, is what they say, right? Or just really monetize time. That same thing exists in the digital space. Once we found out that we can secure the information, we can secure the data. You can secure the data now, right? And this, sorry for this getting nerdy, but that's the point of this shit, right? Like, if you don't want to learn it, then you're not, I mean, you're going to miss the boat. So the point is, for people who wants to learn this information, I'm gonna get a little nerdy with terminology, but I will try to keep it basic. So, you know, it, you want to, long story short, you want to break this thing down in the form of technology and how technology upgrades and where we at right now in this stage, right? You know, each piece of uh, each piece of information that you get that you can secure, you can now secure digitally, because all of a sudden we have internet that's backed and trusted, and now you can lock things away, and you can say maybe in 50 years I come back, that thing will still be there. That all of a sudden exists. That never exists in the digital space. Like you can never trust a URL to be online tomorrow or online in 10 years. You can never trust a website to be online in 10 years. You don't know what's going to happen. But in this new space, you can. That's the point. You can start locking things away. You can start locking house deeds and artwork, NFTs, right? You can start locking money away and anything else you can think of that's information, letters, writings, pictures, all sorts of stuff. So think about everything we have in our cell phones that's digital data and how it's not really secure based on the protocols and software we use right now. Well, that all goes into this new phase of internet and it will be locked away underneath your address where it is secured by your address, secured by your key. So if this stuff is confusing, I have a lot of basic videos on my channel. That's just it's like short. It's like four of them actually. It's ones with terminology, and then there's ones where we talk about how to actually read the chart flow of Bitcoin, which translates to the rest of the cryptos. So just to get back into it, we're understanding that okay, we can lock away data, we can lock away information on this new phase of internet. We can now do what with it? We can now exchange it. And when you start exchanging things, there's there's a value that gets attached to it. Same thing with the promissory note we have today, which is the dollar, right? So that's why cryptos exist, because these cryptos are these little exchange values in between the technology. If you want to think of it that way, you don't have to realize that it is that, or that is not the most political way to say it. I'm just trying to give you different ways of thinking about it. Maybe a different way that you've heard or before online. You know, so if you understand that crypto is technology, it's a piece of technology. It's a egg, right, from the mother of technology, and there's going to be many other types of eggs with different types of information blocks or different type of applications, protocols, smart contracts. So the point is that now that we can lock away information digitally, securely, and we can monetize off of it, because when I exchange something, I can now place a value on it. If I exchange artwork, I put hours into that artwork. I would like to place a value on those hours. Therefore, I can exchange it for real real money, real value. And that's very important. That's the key. So in this digital space where everything's secured, everything's technically value, which is why people have a problem with meme coins. I can't stand meme coins, but there is what it is. It's value. It's in a different form, in a different art way, a different way than maybe a lot of people can't conceive, a lot of people can't understand, because it's based off of so much emotion. But it's still value. It's emotional value, you know, that we can read, through a digital ledger online. So this evolves into things like maybe some of you guys probably heard RWAs or something like that. I'm not sure if those are really going to be what we're going to call it, but what we're saying is that there is going to be real world assets attached to the digital blockchain, and these things are going to help kind of add that bridge in between the two. So just like today we have the dollar that's a bridge in between our goods and service. If I go to the store and I want to buy something, I can't sell my job, the hours I've done at my job. I have to sell something. So they give me dollars, the promissory note. And it's promised to be at a stable rate, right? So I give this stable dollar to the store in exchange for the good that I want. Goods and services exchange. The same thing exists digitally. So that's the point. Like that's why everything can have value in this kind of world, because once you attach yourself to such a powerful protocol, such a unhackable chain, right? An unhackable digital chain, that in itself is value. So that's why meme coins can just make a picture and add a picture and hope that they gain value. So to just not rant about that, I'll keep going. I'll keep talking about this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and branch over into the charts. I'll check in. I see my boy join. That's what's up. Real quick. But yeah, we'll get into the charts a little bit, and I'll just talk this through real quick, and we'll cover a few prices and talk about the SEC versus HEX, baby. Can't believe that this is something that's finally happened. A lot of people thought this was gonna happen in a long time. A lot of people thought this was gonna be something that maybe took us the amount of time SRP took. But sure enough, we got the white paper, and we are in. Hess is good. Hess is golden, baby. We got it's not definitive. Apparently, there's like some amount of days that the SEC could walk it back, maybe challenge us again. But there was a lot of paperwork done on the judge's behalf, Judge Amon, I believe, and where she kind of put a stamp on it of why things are what they are and why she made the decision what she made. So this is huge news. I could share with you guys some Twitter real quick just to show you what the great Richard Hart said. And yeah, man, definitely earned the title great, bro. When you're right all the fucking time, like, come on. So, here we go. Yeah, Amen is a judge. Dismiss the SEC case against Heads. So, if you want to read about it, here you go. There's no point in me talking about it when the information's right here, the source is right here. That's the point. Covered. Go to Richard Hart's Twitter. Follow him if you're not following him. If you're new to crypto, yo, what are you doing? Get up in crypto, study real quick, understand the 4-year cycle, check my channel for the 4-year cycle, and then definitely check Richard Hart out, man. This guy hasn't been wrong. So if there's somebody you want to follow, it's someone that hasn't been wrong. Even if you don't like him, I mean, why would you not want to use someone that hasn't been wrong as at least a hedge marker if you don't like them? So get real with yourself, make some money, follow Richard Hart. And I'm going to continue. We're going to dive into that price again. This is my chart right here. It's crazy, but it's light at the same time, right? Because it's not too many markings. It's just a few ranges that I've been marking. These markings have been hitting nicely. This is on a weekly scale. But what we're seeing here is that we're seeing around August the 24th. August 2024 was the low. Right? Was the bottom of HEX. And what's important about this information is that if you learn how to invest in crypto on the bottoms, obviously it's damn near impossible, right? But this top, or where we're at currently right now, that's 390%, right? So let's say if you were just involved in crypto and you got in around this area, and this is to my brothers that follow me that are in HEX, right? You guys are invested, but you just kind of understood, okay, this is a dope protocol. I just want to get in. There are there are really, really, I won't say like optimistic times, but I would just say there are times that presents themselves throughout scares, right? Because we know the market is so emotional, where you can really put in a lump sum of money. Like, for example, this wick that happened today was crazy. For anybody know, I put a little post out on the gram and Facebook, showing y'all like, hey, red alarm, you know what I mean? And then showing off, we started reversing because the SEC case was reversed. So just to show you, if you was to get in somewhere around this point in this range of 70 days, because of course you may not catch the bottom, but you can get somewhere near it because you're watching, or you follow a guy like me and you're watching. Let's see where we're at as far as appreciation. We're looking at, man, 200%. So the point is that we're not harping about price. But price is important in crypto because we're looking at technologies that are appreciating. Crypto is a new technology, it's a new language, it's built on new code like Solidity and so forth, so forth. But it helps compile this smart contract language in a way where it's efficient. And because of this, crypto is gaining value towards the general public. It's the same thing cell phones did when it first came out. It's the same thing any technology did. It appreciates. So crypto is a technology and it's appreciating because of that. So once you understand that, it kind of takes the meme coin sense out of it, right? And you start thinking, whoa, that's interesting. And then you have to understand that because it's appreciating off of a technology, what technology are you investing in? Which is said crypto project. That's why I like referring to them as projects, at least internally, right? Because you're understanding that this is not something where you're trying to just throw a lottery ticket out there. You are choosing the next Amazons, literally. So we're checking out the HEX price. We had a huge wick. Let's close this range down a little bit so we can see what we're talking about. We had that crazy price action going down and a quick reversal. Quick reversal as in today, the 20, as in 2 days ago, right? So this is excellent. Want to share the price with you guys. As you know, SEC has dropped the case against HETS. This is a dope opportunity for you if you're catching this early. If you happen to catch this video early, just know that I'm going to be putting videos out daily, just little tidbits talking about the HETS price. And to close it up, just to tell you what I'm talking about, I'm going to go over a few things that makes HETS important. And then I'll close this video out. What sets HETS apart, what makes HETS different, and we'll go to the official website, right? Because we always like having links. What makes HETS different is that it's what we like to call it is the first CD on a blockchain. And as we know, we just talked. That's why I talked to you guys about the blockchain and why it's this new, beautiful technology that secures data. Now that we can secure data, we can start adding functions to the blockchain or start doing things to the blockchain, adding actions. So one of these actions is a CD, right? Certificate of deposit. So a digital certificate of deposit is HEX. And what it does is it allows through certain math functions, that you can learn and read about. You kind of take money or take a value in HEX and you burn it. You lock it away and you choose the time. You could choose a year, you could choose a day, you could choose up to 15 years, a little bit past. But you choose 15-year time, you can lock it up to 15 years and get said return back here that we're looking at. So it's not just about the return, it's also about appreciation, right? We talked about HETS and what it's doing and how we just won our case versus the SEC. But not only are we appreciating in technology sense, in crypto sense, we're also one of the first technologies to offer the CD, certificate of deposit on the blockchain, which is why we are proven to be a function, to be a worthy function, to be sealed on the blockchain, right? Because when you think about it, what we're doing right now is people are building, they're constantly building. Developers like me are constantly building. I'm building in the background right now. And we're trying to find things, new ways to seal some of the old things away and make them more secure as far as digitally, like websites. We're constantly hacked with websites. We're constantly hacked with our data, with our wallets, constantly hacked, with your bank accounts. It's terrible. So those things have to be fixed. And this is a piece of it. The blockchain helps seal that away, helps lock that information away, makes it difficult for hackers. So it goes further than that though, right? This translates into games, which is why people are trying to solve games on the blockchain. But these things takes time because this is technology and it's new. Everything. Remember how some of you don't remember, but I'm old enough to remember it. Like cell phones came out. That shit was crazy. These things were bulky, ugly, slow, and every year they got better and better and better and better and better. to the point where you got to watch that exponential curve, that S curve, and it just ramped up out of nowhere. These things were just incredible, and they combined all the tools that we would use individually, like calculators and drawing and all that stuff, combined it into one. So the what we want to know, or what we want to get to, is this technology is appreciating. It's appreciating on the blockchain, and that some cryptos, some said crypto projects have functions that are good enough to be sealed away on the blockchain forever, or should be, right? And HEX is one of those. This is the first certificate of deposit. Therefore, it's good enough to be sealed away on the blockchain. Even if somebody was to copy it, it still would be good enough to be sealed away on the blockchain. But we're the first. Just like Bitcoin, first of its kind, Ethereum, technically first of its kind, first L1 of its kind to really offer that Google-like ability, is what I like to refer to it as. The ability to build on top of it, to build games on it. HEX was able to build on top of Ethereum, if that gives you some kind of sense. Like, if you think of Ethereum as Earth, HEX would be, a country. So we're just talking about layers here. And with these protocols and all these projects, even meme coins, I don't really want to name any, but they all have their functions. And if there's a meme coin, it is a function. It's a type of function. You got to understand that function. That function is emotion, right? Speculation, high speculation off of emotion, off of projection and reaction. But then, and that's a formula in itself, and you can study that, sentiment, right? But when you look at real projects, they have other backings, because there's technology, because they're doing things, and people are taking them, like protocols, like, for example, like loan protocols. You can take loans out on the blockchain, and you can offer liquidity up on the blockchain, and all these things you make money from, and they provide functionality on the blockchain as well. Therefore, it is also giving the protocol that you're using more security. More people are using it because it's more diversified, and it's also it's appreciating in value because more people are holding it. And that alone already, like, we can keep going in so many factors, right? But that alone already gives it reasoning to exist on the blockchain. And then you can go on to as what was it actually built for? What is it actually meant to do? And then that's where we can get into things like HEX, where you can hold it as far as appreciation, but then you can lock it and burn it and send it out into the future and unlock it in 5 years to whatever time you set and get that appreciation back that we showed you on the website. And that varies, but it's nice. So, but that's just a few functions. There's so many other, they're a little nerdy, and I'll keep covering this stuff, as we go through the channel. So, hopefully you guys will dive deep into crypto. You'll start hearing podcasts like mine, where there's just people just trying to share some truth. Just trying to share, not headline gimmicks, but some real world value as we watch HEX pump live, right? Real world value with real world technology on the next best technology that you possibly could try to learn or invest in, or just spend time and energy in. So once again, I'm Robbie Creates. It's a pleasure for anybody that catches this video. We're going to be going live all night, every night, as much as possible, covering the crypto prices, because things have just got started. And HEX is going to the moon, baby.
That's why they hit us with a Wells notice. SEC officials already gillette until they notice. In the back of the court, we're just professional. We don't care, we got them already simple songs screaming out.
HEX post INC, post as we hold. Money stacking up, yeah, watch it explode. HEX post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto. For some reason, yo, they hating on HEX.
It don't matter,
We got each other's back, now we can flex. Forget a market cap, HEX could burn all of that. Already spinning in the